When it comes to supplements, you've probably heard about magnesium. In the sports arena, it's as popular as creatine or vitamin D, and that's because it's one of the 5 supplements with extensive research backing its effects. Magnesium helps your muscles and nerves function uninterrupted. This becomes very important in the moment one starts training or working hard. In a magnesium deficient state, one ends up glitchy, not functioning at the optimal level. This mineral plays numerous important functions in the body, being involved in more than 300 enzymatic reactions that help create ATP or energy. While you can obtain it through food, getting a high-quality supplement can ensure you get that extra dose of magnesium that your muscles crave. Beyond being a key player in energy creation, magnesium helps support neural transition throughout the body. That essentially means how your body sends signals to your muscles to contract, supporting general muscle function and movement. It also plays a key role in supporting cardiovascular health, particularly when it comes to sort of lowering blood pressure and arterial stiffness. So it kind of makes blood flow better throughout the body, which is very important. Studies have also shown its potential to increase insulin sensitivity because magnesium plays a very important role. It's included in multiple enzymatic reactions, some of whom affect glucose metabolism, so it may actually be a good thing for reducing blood sugar spikes. Additionally, magnesium is by far one of the best natural anti-stress supplements because it generally supports the way your body gets relaxed or the way your body calms down by stimulating the inhibitory GABA pathways. This way, magnesium can support anxiety/reduce stress. There are multiple versions of magnesium, but you would typically look at the 4 main: magnesium oxide with high elemental magnesium content, but it has poor bioavailability. It's often used just for constipation. Then you have magnesium citrate, which has better absorption than oxide, and it's mostly geared towards improving cardiovascular health and reducing blood pressure. Then we have magnesium sulfate, which is rapidly absorbed and typically used directly intravenously for acute magnesium deficiency, and magnesium glycinate, the version we're talking about today, which is chelated with glycine for enhanced absorption, with science showing benefits around metabolic health, sleep, and stress. So, as the name suggests, magnesium glycine is a form of magnesium that's bound to glycine, an amino acid that helps lower the core body temperature and has numerous other functions. This supplement is created using a chelation process where magnesium binds to glycine via an amino or carboxyl group. I don't even understand the chemical aspect of this, but glycine helps sort of buffer stomach acid, which improves the absorption rate and also prevents upset stomach. So essentially, this amino acid chelation process creates a dual pathway that enhances its absorption using a dipeptide transport system. This sounds very complex, but let's take chemistry aside. The gist of it is, the TLDR is, magnesium glycinate is a more absorbable form that's going to prevent some of the stomach upset that comes with magnesium or other supplements. So essentially, it's superior because it's more absorbable. Let's dive into the science now, shall we? The reason magnesium glycinate may help improve sleep is because both magnesium and glycine are sort of a stress relief inhibitory supporters. So glycine is a neurotransmitter that supports inhibition, allowing your body to become more calm and relaxed. And typically, glycine is also known about dropping core body temperature, which is a great thing if you want to aid in sleep. Lowering resting heart rate and core body temperature are the fastest way to improve your sleep. Next up is that magnesium deficient populations typically have more sort of hyperarousal that shows as muscle cramps, anxiety, general stress, and also insomnia. Magnesium has a calming effect on the nervous system, contributing to improved sleep quality and also decreases symptoms of depression and anxiety. Additionally, it can prevent muscle cramps and spasms, including its muscle relaxation effect. Another randomized controlled trial test in 31 adults shows the magnesium group had significant improvements in sleep quality, sleep efficiency, duration, and even heart rate variability, which is a score for recovery. 100% of the participants adhered to it, so there wasn't no drop-off rate, presenting it as an effective alternative to promote sleep. Another double-blind RCT tests 46 elderly with insomnia, showing a positive effects with only 500 milligrams of magnesium in just 8 weeks. Statistically significant increases in sleep time, sleep efficiency, and even melatonin concentrations, which decreased insomnia score, cortisol, and also reduced the time that it took participants to fall asleep, so sleep latency. Next up is improving metabolic function or insulin sensitivity. Now, as you know, magnesium is a part of more than 300 enzymes, and as an essential mineral that helps with energy creation, some of those 300 are related to glucose metabolism. And improving metabolic health, as you may know, is mostly about stabilizing glucose. It's about glucose homeostasis, not having too high spikes and drops in glucose, but actually maintaining stable levels. Once this is taken care of, then our metabolic function and health is better, more stable. Some research shows that magnesium can actually improve the way insulin functions and also may increase certain insulin receptor activity and support the function of GLUT4, one of the most important elements that takes glucose from the blood into tissues. It's generally known that magnesium depletion, so in magnesium deficient population, there is a negative effect on insulin sensitivity and glucose homeostasis, so glucose stability, with low magnesium being an independent predictor of type 2 diabetes. Then tested in diabetic rats, magnesium can even enhance insulin sensitivity and reduce the risk of insulin resistance by increasing the expression of certain insulin receptors and limiting lipid peroxidation. Other options you can look into if you're eager on stabilizing your glucose levels beyond eating a lower carb diet are berberine and apple cider vinegar with modest scientific backing for effectiveness. If you already eat clean, lift weights, and wear blue blockers, is there a way to optimize even further? Probably yes. Answer our 33-question quiz and see how filled your battery is from 0 to 100. Anything below 90% still has some extra energy left in the tank to be unlocked. The best thing? The quiz gives you 4 high return on investment areas to improve further. We've packed the last 4 years of research on human health and performance optimization into a simple digital product. Recharge: 11 science-backed ways to go from tired to energetic. A digital set of an ebook, 12 high-quality videos explaining context, and a habit tracker. Scan the QR code or links in the description. See you on the other side. You've probably heard that magnesium helps with muscle performance. It's one of the favorite electrolytes for most endurance athletes, which have those magnesium patches before or after or even during a run to prevent muscle cramps. That's basically because magnesium helps regulate the ion channels for calcium and potassium, aiding in neural transmission in the body. So it essentially makes your body more able, it increases the capacity to transfer neural signal for the muscle to contract, which is of great importance for performance physically, as your ability to move depends on your muscles contracting. Cross-sectional surveys found positive effects of magnesium supplementation on muscle performance, even things like grip strength, leg power, jumping performance, and similar abilities. Another systematic review showed that magnesium supplementation reduced muscle soreness, improved performance, recovery, and induced a protective effect on muscle damage, with individuals who exercise intensely needing about 10 to 20% more magnesium. When it comes to stress and anxiety, it's generally known that low amounts of magnesium or magnesium deficient populations are at a higher risk of pathophysiology linked to mood and mood disorders like anxiety and depression. This is kind of logical because in today's modern world, we're generally stressed out and hyper-aroused, and magnesium is one of those inhibitory things that allows our brains and our bodies to sort of calm down, relax, and reset down, meaning it can aid into better sleep, and any supplements that improve sleep, positively impact stress. The physiology behind this is very similar. It sort of increases the inhibitory pathways like GABA, decreasing cortisol and neural excitation. A 2023 recent meta-analysis studied 7 randomized control trials showing significant improvements in mood, reducing depression scores. Likely the mechanism behind this would be increased serotonin synthesis, increase in inhibitory GABA activation, and also modulating the HPA axis. Magnesium blocks the NMDA receptor channel, reducing hyperarousal in the brain, which is very common to mood disorders that people with anxiety have. It's to have hyperexcitation and to have high levels of calcium and glutamate in the brain. And magnesium tends to block this activity by reducing NMDA receptor activity. Even in animal models, supplementing with glycine has shown increased GSH or glutathione, which is a powerful antioxidant that may lead to lower cortisol or stress levels. Increasing magnesium can be done 2 ways. First is eating magnesium-rich food, very logical. Second one is getting a high-quality magnesium trace mineral supplement or any other form. I typically take magnesium glycinate, about 120 milligrams per day, 4 to 5 days a week, especially if it's a hard training day. It's slightly easier to recover after that. I am less in the burnout phase, typically, which comes with like a lot of intense physical training. I tend to wake up very tired in the morning, but as I started using more electrolytes with my electrolyte-rich salt and a magnesium glycinate supplement, there is that slight difference when you wake up in the morning and you feel like you're a little bit fresher, ready to go. However, this is just subjective. I haven't really measured this, but it's just like a feeling. Some of the most magnesium-rich foods, if you want to go that route, are pumpkin seeds, things like nuts, legumes, leafy green vegetables. Bananas contain a lot of it. Dark chocolate, avocados, and also fatty fish have a lot of magnesium. If you're going for the supplement route, you can also research citrate, glycinate, malate, and oxide and really see which version of magnesium fits your needs and goals the best. The typical RDA for magnesium glycinate sits at around 300 to 400 milligrams, with most supplements providing about 1 to 200 milligrams per capsule, and the upper tolerable limit sits at around 350 milligrams daily. But again, active people, those who tend to do intense cardio, runners, swimmers, cyclers, or if you're doing any sort of hard and intense resistance training, your needs are slightly higher and you'll likely profit from taking extra magnesium. That's all I have for you today. Enjoy.